You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com. New year, new career, SiouxEmpireJobs.com. How long can I say that? How long is it a new year? Until what? February, March, April?
I don't know. I've heard
February.
So we're almost done. Monday is February. So.
I mean, I've heard like radio stations say the all new.
Oh, yeah, for like 4 years.
For years.
Yeah.
So
the new and
really,
improved Coca-Cola Classic.
Who knows? It's right up there with, car prices have never been lower.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I found this ad from 1917.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do we have for today, sir?
Let's see. Your main Hobbit is 40 years old today. Elijah Wood, who starred in The Lord of the Rings.
I remember him.
Film series. 40. Wow, 40.
Yeah.
Alan Alda is 84.
Well, very nice.
Oh, wow.
I liked him on MASH.
And one of Heidi's favorite people in the world. This is a huge assumption on my part. Formerly of the boy band In Sync, Joey Fatone is 44. Joey!
Definitely a huge assumption.
Joey!
I like Joey. Isn't he a friend with the folks from the
Jokers.
Jokers?
He's always
Yeah.
on the Impractical Jokers.
Joey
Yeah, well, he opened a wiener shop in like Florida called Fat Ones, which is spelled exactly like his last name.
Fatone's Wieners.
Yeah, no, Fat Ones. Fat Ones hot dogs.
They're just Fatones.
That was back in 2016. I don't know if it's still open for business.
Now I kind of
That's
want
funny.
to try
But he just signed on actually as a pitchman along with Marie Osmond for Nutrisystems.
Really?
Yeah, Joey is 44 today.
That's cool.
And we were just kids. The year was 1547. Edward VI succeeds Henry VIII as King of England. Why is that interesting? Well, little Eddie was only 9 years old at the time.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Okay, kid, you're in charge of the entire empire here. Can we have ice cream?
Every night, all the time. Yeah.
9 years old.
That's pretty cool.
Monarchies, man, they were bizarre.
Yeah.
And it was 1986. I only bring this up because I was on the air live at the time at a radio station in northwest Wisconsin. Exactly when it happened. Space Shuttle Challenger explodes. 73 seconds after liftoff, all 7 crew members
I
were
watched
killed.
that in
I
school.
was in 4th grade.
I was in 3rd grade.
And I had to deliver that news, and it was
A somber moment.
an awful moment for the entire country and certainly for broadcasters everywhere.
Absolutely.
1985, the charity single, We Are the World,
Remember this?
is
was
recorded.
huge.
Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie leading the charge.
Yeah.
And, anybody who was anybody back in the 80s was pretty much on that record.
The crazy
Yeah.
thing is, Eddie Murphy was invited to be on it, and he didn't do it. Are you the one that told me that? I think you might have been the one that told me that.
No, we got into an argument about, I said they were hanging out at Kenny Rogers' place. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. Yes, they were.
No, they were.
They were.
I was wrong.
But
He
they
was
were.
right.
Yeah, they recorded under the band name USA for Africa,
Yeah.
actually, and raised a ton of money. And
They did okay.
It was crazy huge.
Yeah.
the stations back then got into a thing. Everybody connected, and when that record got released and
same
everybody
time,
had a copy, it was supposed to be played nationwide at the same time. But you had time zones to get through and all that.
Right.
But yeah, I actually
Did you
I
play yours
remember
like
doing
10
that.
minutes early or something?
No, I did mine right on time,
Did you?
John, because
Ooh.
I was a professional.
You are not. You are a rule breaker, Mr. Farris.
I was a professional.
You probably played it 10 minutes early.
There you go. Birthdays and awesome historical stuff. Man, what is it I can't do? Ha! Nothing.
That's true.
I know, you know, we all know. We can just forge right ahead here.
We'll do exactly that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
Do you have a credit card? Is it a pretty good one? Here's how you can tell. Take the details of your current card, the interest rates, points, and perks, and compare them for free to the available offers at bettercreditcards.com. If we can offer you a better credit card, it could save you money every month. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can still check it out at bettercreditcards.com. Do it today. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I lose all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
And good morning, you too. I heard about a little snappy salute after the well started spring. The old Ranger Dan. Look at you over there, Cliff. Oh, golly, I don't care. Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Looking sharp.
Why, thank
Yes,
you.
Heidi. Hey, here we go. It's almost go time, show time. You know, the second annual Ranger Dan Ice Hole Ball is coming up tomorrow night. Catfish Bay, 11 o'clock sharp. Remember when you're turning off North Cliff to cut your headlights.
Yeah. That's always good.
Roll in. We've been doing a little checking here, and quite frankly, it's been kind of a warm, kind of a mild winter, so the ice out there is pretty thin, which, the good news is you should be able to auger your old ice hole in no time flat. Now, also, if you have, in fact, completely filled out and signed the Ranger Dan Injury, Permanent Maiming, Death Waiver,
Oh, no.
feel free to drive your vehicle out on the ice. Now, well, we go back. We haven't mentioned it in quite a while. Of course, as you well know, I have a very best-selling double platinum live comedy album out, which was released about a year or so ago, called Ranger Dan Quacks You Up.
Right.
And there is a section in there that just has to deal with fish. We're talking about fish. Ice Hole Ball coming up again tomorrow night, 11 o'clock. Got a couple of fun little fish lines for you. Who's with me? Everybody?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Well, let's just get going here. Hey, you know why fish swim in schools?
Why?
Because they can't walk. Oh, I'm just warming up.
Oh, good.
Hey, you know why Noah wasn't a real big fisherman?
Why?
'Cause he only had 2 worms. A little biblical humor there. That's all there is to it. Hey, what do you call a fish without an eye?
I don't know.
What?
A fish. Yeah, that's a classic. You know, and a fella asked me once if I'd ever hunted bear. I said, nope, but I've gone fishing in my boxer shorts. So, that's all the time we have today, little Radio Rangers. Next time is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Did you make a resolution to give up drugs? It's not going to be easy, but we'd love to help. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota in Sioux Falls. Mr. Dan Farris with our coffee break right now.
Everybody has pet peeves.
We do.
Yes.
They do. Anything in particular jump to mind there, John?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I've got a lot of pet peeves.
What do you think is like the main one? You see somebody go, that's just irritating.
Well, the main one for me when I'm recording ads for people, and I record a lot of ads every day, thousands a month probably. But anyway, a lot of radio ads, halfway through will say, that's right, and then you repeat whatever the line was. I hate those. You'll never hear that. If I have my way, you'll never hear that on Sunny Radio. That's right, you'll never hear that on Sunny. It just makes no sense to me. Why halfway through an ad do we have to say, that's right, only whatever. So I still read them, but then I go,
He gets so wound up so easily.
I just don't.
Yeah.
He really does.
What is your pet peeve, Dan?
Just basically what we're doing right now, John.
That's right.
Well, some data survey people got together and they wanted to find out all 50 states, the biggest pet peeves in all 50 states. There are actually 15 states, including California, who apparently the population's biggest pet peeve is slow internet speed.
Oh, I can see that.
Slow internet speed.
Is poor customer service on there?
Oh, yeah, that's
Because
horrifying.
that'd be a pet peeve for me. That's probably my real life pet peeve.
South Dakota falls in line with 10 other states, including Kansas, Oklahoma, Ohio, Tennessee, Alabama, South Carolina, New Jersey, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Gesundheit, and New York. Top pet peeve?
Driving in the passing lane.
Burping.
What?
Oh.
It's right here. I am just reading it as it's put out there.
I'm thinking of
Burping.
my other pet peeves.
South Dakotans do not like, and I don't know if it's your own burping, probably other people's, I guess.
Yeah, I would
Probably
assume other
people's,
people's.
yeah.
Probably even more states said, yeah, the slow internet is a big deal, their biggest pet peeve, including our neighbors to the east, Minnesota, and also Iowa. So
They don't like their slow internet.
I guess not.
What's the other? Are there some other examples on there of pet peeves?
Let's see. For the complete list, click here.
Oh, no.
Glad you asked, John.
Now he's going to have ads pop up.
Because I need more pop-up ads. That's what I want.
Your computer's got to be riddled with viruses.
In Wyoming, it's passive-aggressive behavior.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really, really detailed. That's interesting. Texas, badly behaved children.
Oh, I can see that.
Wow. Virginia, same thing, badly behaved kids. West Virginia, litter.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. It's a good
Pet peeve. That's actually one of mine.
Yeah.
North Dakota, bragging.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because really they ain't got a lot to brag about.
Well, they just like to be modest. That's good.
See what else here. Public display of affection is a pet peeve in New Hampshire.
Oh, well, that's sad.
And it is in Nevada too, which is strange because you have Vegas sitting there.
Yeah.
Right.
Interesting. Nebraska, number one pet peeve, laziness.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's why we didn't get along in
It's kind of
Nebraska.
cool. Maryland, they are not big on pessimism.
Huh. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know. And pretty much everybody else, it just becomes repetitious here. So
The same kind of things. Heidi, what's your big pet peeve? Do you have one?
I do, actually. And we were just discussing it last night, actually. Grown women who still talk like they're in high school. Like, oh my God. And I just can't handle it.
Well, how many of those do you run into?
A lot.
Really?
And every time I do, I point it, I'm like, that drives me crazy. It's like fingernails on a chalkboard.
Interesting.
It's
Speaking
funny.
of fingernails in Alaska, the number one pet peeve is nail biting.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
See
Heidi
how we
does
brought
not
that
have a
around?
poker face, so it's really fun. We'll start talking to somebody, and they're doing a thing like she was just doing. And I just see
Wow.
Heidi's face look like,
I just want to punch them
She
in
looks
the
at me
face.
like, can I punch her, please? I'm like, Heidi, we're at a store, so no, let's not
I
do
couldn't
that.
handle it when I was in high school. I
No,
definitely can't handle
honey,
it now.
Honey, we're in church. It's weird what sets different people off, man.
No, I'm trying to think if there's anybody listening right now that's going to go, is she talking about me?
Oh, wow. I guess I don't know.
That's why Heidi didn't want to talk to me.
It just drives me insane.
Fascinating.
You're an adult. Act like one.
Well, Dan, thanks for bringing all that up.
Yeah,
What's your pet peeve, by the way?
To get everybody wound tight here.
Do you have a pet peeve you want to mention? See if we can upset everybody today.
I kind of, I am so mellow. I'm just mellow. It's
Everything's your pet peeve, isn't it?
I'm really good at just tuning stuff out.
There you go. Half the time I'll say something to Dan, then I have to repeat it. He's like, oh, you're talking to me? Huh? What?
I didn't hear anything you said.
I really don't listen to you most of the time. And I don't blame you. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour. This has been our morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro, corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Let's make 2021 a brighter year. Last year was awful for many people who put everything into a business, hoping to live their dreams, only to have it become a nightmare. You can help them by shopping locally. If you have the means, buy some gift cards from a local business and give them to a friend who could use some help. You'll be helping your friend and the small business, plus all the people who work there too. This is a positive thing you could do that could ripple through your community to make 2021 a brighter year. Take part and learn more at giftcardchallenge.org. Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture, and we're going to brighten your day right now with some awesome news. I've got Tom Rooney joining me, and Tom is with Direct Line, a Christian prayer center. Mr. Rooney, how are you, sir?
Very good. Thank you.
Well, thank you for doing what you guys do. I think this is just a really neat thing. And we've been chatting a little bit ahead of time. You said you guys started in 2008. Is that right?
Correct. Yes. It was really an idea where the business right next door, Shipley's Laundry, they were looking for some office space, and so they bought this building thinking that that's what it would become. And once they gained ownership of it, they felt like the Lord was directing them to start a prayer center instead. And so it was very humble beginnings, but here we are 12 years later, and we've got about 40 volunteers. And we typically, on an average day, we'll have, about 20 to 30 different contacts from people via email or telephone, or sometimes people will actually come in off the streets for prayer face-to-face.
That's really cool. And now with COVID, this last year has been just a bizarre year for a lot of people. So I'm assuming you probably have more people reaching out, asking for prayers. But has that also had an impact on getting volunteers to be able to help as well?
The volunteer ranks, yes, it's had some impact there. As you can imagine, a number of our volunteers are actually a little bit older, and that's the high-risk category for people with COVID. And so we've had a number of people that have not been able to come in for their normal volunteer time periods. And so at times it's been a little bit challenging to make sure that we have people here, but we've had the door open just like always. And so we're here from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. And like I say, a lot of people will email requests. We get them from around the world, John. We've had requests this year from Norway, from Israel, all kinds of different places. And some people will call in. We pray with people over the phone that way too. And then occasionally, like I say, we'll have somebody come in from the street. Sometimes by accident, they're walking by and they see Prayer Center on the window and they think, I'm going to go in and see what's happening there.
Yeah.
So it's really been interesting.
And again, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. is the time that people can call, but the emails can kind of come anytime, right?
Correct, yes, yes.
And the phone number, is it 274-9274?
Right. That's a Sioux Falls number. So.
And I'm going to throw all of this on our Facebook page to make it super simple and super easy. And if people would like to stop in and see you, you're right kind of across from City Hall downtown, right?
Right. If they know where Shipley's Laundry is, we're just one door west of Shipley's Laundry, like you say, across 9th Street from City Hall.
Very nice. Mr. Rooney, I appreciate you taking some time to chat with us here. And are there things that you guys need at the Direct Line Prayer Center? Are there things that you're saying we could sure use more volunteers, or we need, a list of these kind of things? What kind of things do you need help with?
Well, mainly the volunteer thing is an area of need, and it is a nonprofit organization, and so we receive donations for support if somebody feels so inclined, and that's always greatly appreciated. But that's the main area, like I say, in terms of the physical operation, is to make sure that we have volunteers. It's a Christian prayer center, and so we've ministered to a lot of people. We do keep track online or on a computer program as to the requests that come in every day, and we're at 25,000 and counting, I think it is, something like that. So a lot of traffic there.
That is fantastic. And I see the website, directlinesd.org, so if folks would like to go there and get some more information, is that also a place they could go if they say, hey, I want to volunteer or I would like to contribute? Can they do all of that right through that website?
Absolutely. And for volunteers that are interested, there's a volunteer tab on that website where you can actually fill an application out to do that online.
And I see also a place where you can request a prayer right through the page. That's also very simple.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Again, directlinesd.org. Tom, thank you again for your time, and thanks for doing what you guys are doing. I think this is wonderful.
Thank you so much, John. God bless you.
Absolutely. Again, Tom Rooney, and he is with Direct Line Prayer Center. It's a Christian prayer center in downtown Sioux Falls, but they take prayers from people all over the world, which is amazing. If you would like to reach out, you can do that. Either call 605-274-9274 or go to the website directlinesd.org.
Did you make a resolution to stop drinking? It's not going to be easy, but we'd love to help. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
ChannelSurferTV.com presents Entertainment News of the Day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because celebrities are so fabulous. And gosh darn it, sometimes they really and truly and legitimately are. This is darn exciting, but you have to have Apple TV Plus to get it. It's coming up next month. The Snoopy Show.
Really?
A brand new Peanuts thing, but starring Snoopy. And it's going to be a little series for kids, but I always dug Snoopy. I thought he was pretty hip.
But does Snoopy talk?
Yep, the trailer is already out there. Snoopy does not talk. No,
I was going to say,
No.
I was
it'll just all be his little antics like he always used to do.
Yeah. All Snoopy's little gang is in
Flying
here. It's
his
going to
dog.
include Charlie Brown and Lucy Linus, Franklin, Schroeder, Peppermint Patty, and, of course, Snoopy's best little buddy, Woodstock the Bird.
Yeah, my brain just clicked in.
And
For
the
some
parents.
reason, I was thinking that you were talking about a podcast, so I thought it was a Snoopy podcast. This would be silence.
No,
Okay,
it's a cartoon.
just for the record, moving forward, I will never mention a podcast for any reason whatsoever. Has to be one of the most insipid things ever
Yeah, it doesn't make a ton of
launched on mankind.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Have you heard my podcast?
Hey, we found Dan's pet peeve.
I don't even know who you are.
Hey,
Okay, my
You
only
do
pet
have one.
peeve is this.
Anybody want to be my guest?
And again, this isn't kudos to me, but back in the day, 40 years ago, you had to go to school to be a broadcaster. You had to be licensed by the federal government to be
There
a
were some
broadcaster.
qualifications.
I worked on my career really,
Set the
really
bar
hard.
high. Yeah.
And now seeing everybody all over the planet sticking their face everywhere and their voice everywhere, and most of the time it's like, you know what? That really wasn't worth it, dude.
Yeah.
You need to stop. But everybody has it at their disposal now, and somehow everybody's a star, and that's kind of my pet peeve. It's like, just don't.
So what's little Jimmy doing? He's an influencer. He's got 8 followers. And
Hey, social media influencer. What? Okay. All right. Anyway, each episode of the series will feature a trio or 3 7-minute stories.
oh, nice.
And it's going to center on Snoopy. In fact, the buzz is it's going to explain a little backstory how Charlie Brown and Snoopy initially met.
I like that.
Oh.
So might be kind of cool. But again, you need the Apple thing
I'm
because
out.
Apple owns all the peanut stuff at this point.
How do they own the peanut? I thought that was
Apple TV Plus,
Interesting.
also home to other properties: Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, Charlie Brown Christmas, Great
That's
Pumpkin,
right.
Charlie
They did
Brown,
buy all
Happy
that.
New Year, Charlie Brown, and something I didn't even know existed: Snoopy in Space. So.
Oh.
Snoopy Show will be available for streaming beginning February 5th.
So somebody who has Apple TV, you'll have to invite us to your watch party.
Yeah, I'm
Because
saying.
we're not
And
gonna
we
get
won't
that.
go.
No, I would go. You wouldn't go watch Snoopy?
No.
Okay, well, never mind. Don't invite us to your watch party. And do not, I repeat, do not ask Dan to be on your podcast.
Oh, no. I'll come. I'll come.
I think it's funny. Just a moment ago, we were talking about pet peeves, and you're like, I don't got any pet peeves. And then you just went on a tirade about podcasts. There were veins bulging and everything. It was good.
Listen to my podcast? No, what do you do? Well, you know what? I don't know. The only thing podcasts have in common is they can never find a guest.
Well, here's the best part. If you miss this program, you can catch our podcast. True story at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com. Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Whatever.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour, Dan Farris, brought to you by shoplocalsiouxfalls.com.
Do you have a credit card? Is it a pretty good one? Here's how you can tell. Take the details of your current card, the interest rates, points, and perks, and compare them for free to the available offers at bettercreditcards.com. If we can offer you a better credit card, it could save you money every month. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can still check it out at bettercreditcards.com. Do it today. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Thursday, January 28th, 2021. Investors and market watchers got a shock on Wednesday when the Federal Reserve Open Market Committee announced the latest interest rate decision. The committee left rates unchanged and indicated it would continue to buy U.S. assets as expected, but the outlook dimmed. The FOMC said that economic growth, while robust in the fourth quarter, slowed significantly as COVID risks emerged. The S&P 500 and other major indices started the day in negative territory and extended the losses after the FOMC announcement. The S&P 500 fell more than 2.5% by the end of the day and could continue to fall in the coming days. The VIX, the so-called fear index, surged more than 30% to a 2-month in the early stages of a reversal. A reversal in the VIX is ultimately bad for the market and could indicate a deep correction is on the way. You can get the inside track in your inbox daily at marketbeatminute.com.